We say allow for current party. There we go. So can you? Even the chat will be broadcast now. So whatever you say is going to be in the cloud, eh? Let me fucking swear at myself now. Let me put this a bit louder. Why is the steering wheel's force feedback off? No, it's I went to an online thing to practice. They put you in your own fucking thing. Yeah. Okay. I'll check now for you. Let's check. Fucking looks nice, eh? Graphics. There's this one. No. Check now. Yeah, there's this one. Check how the wing shakes as you hit the bumps. Yeah, no, it's quite rough. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know this track. Check it. Drive like a clown.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well. DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
I'm not used to this. Yes, that's what this is for, yeah. Nice, shortcut, there you go. Hey, missed it. That was cock. It does, but I find it's the best view because you can see how your steering wheel is turning. It helps with this game. Otherwise, you don't know where you are with your steering input. Ah, cock, man. I'm not gonna get many reset points for this.
There's some more time to be found in these turns. Turn 3, turn 7, turn 9, turn 11, turn 14.
It is, eh? Shows you how cock I am. Yeah. Oh, is that why we had to choose manufacturers again? I keep forgetting that this is a fucking left turn. They want you to go very wide there. Fucking. Fuck off, fuck off. Target score 345 and so far off, not even funny. Yeah.
Final lap. This is the final lap of the program.
Hey, hey. Got it. No, I missed it. Ah, fuck off. I'm rage quitting, man. They should actually ban the freaking Halo, man. It does. I don't know how the Formula 1 drivers drive with that thing, eh? F1 esports. LeAhCiM, man. Oh, thanks, that's nice, but even with my shitty performance. Ah, thanks, man. What a legend, eh? You check, I don't know if you aren't on the stream still, you ain't off, eh? I want to show you, you've also got these like legend type of things. You got like the old, you know, like Damon Hill's, it's quite freaking cool. Ferrari F2004, let's try that one. That'll be cool. Yeah.
Now, while today's classic exhibition event has no direct impact upon the Formula
Well, I
1
did
World
just before the quali. I checked
you
it was
better
BOP
believe
was
that
right.
with their reputations on the line, the drivers
I don't know
down
if
there
anybody adjusted it during the quali though. To be funny, like Matt. Maybe that's why Matt went so fast, you know. No, I'm just joking. I doubt he probably did that shit. check, it does tell you on the... When you adjust, it does tell you. That makes sense, eh? This is really cool, I must say. Hungry, I don't even know the track. Shit.
Putting aside for a moment the excitement of the Formula One World Championship, today's...
Your opponents are still close, but each have a head start overtaken all before... Yeah, I cut a lap. Shit. Okay. This is cool. I'm now in John Pablo Montoya's Formula One car. This is cool. If I remember, it's not completely soft, but I'd say it's about a quarter. That's what I've got it at. Because the track is very, very smooth, it's not that bumpy, so you don't need to worry about getting your tires to follow the contours. If you understand what I mean. And do you not understand the difference between a rebound and a bump? Or the, let's say, how I understand it anyway, if you get two different types of dampers, your rebound, which is your away movement of the wheel from the body, and you've got the bump damper, which is rebounds are up and away, and the bump is down and towards. So according to that, if you, let's say if your suspension is very, very, very soft, it's anyway going to follow the contour. So what you want to do is you want to decrease, you want to harden that as much as possible, so that it how can I say that the dampening forces the wheel to follow. Yes, it forces onto the tarmac. Should you soften your dampening, it means it allows it to jump up and down. If you've got a soft suspension but you stiffen the dampers, then it forces the wheel to follow the, like I said, follow the suspension in a way. It's a bit fucking difficult I played around a lot with this back in about, you can say, 1996 to about 2000. We had that Grand Prix 4 game. I fucked around on that a lot of times, and the best way to do things if you've got time is do micro adjustments. And if you, in general, stiffen the rear, you get oversteer. Stiffen the front, you get understeer in most cases. Except your packers when you start playing with packers and your preloads. Then it becomes a bit of a fuck up. And also don't forget your rake. You always want your car to slightly lean forward to help with aerodynamics, if anything. You never try to set it level. Okay. True. People forget that. The guy sets his... Yes, that's true. And again, also if your car's rear engine, you want that suspension a bit stiffer than if it's front engine, for instance. If it's front engine, you want the front a slight bit stiffer. So yeah, that's why I asked Ian tonight while he was busy. I actually asked him what's his suspension like, because if he was braking, his thing was nosediving like crazy. So it tells his front suspension is too soft, which is a problem. If the guys do that, then you overload your springs and you reach the limits of your suspension, and then you lose grip, and that's why you shoot off the track. But I wish I understood like Stain does. Like that guy's on a level of his own. Yeah, you could. Essentially, yes. You put it to an extreme, and you start from an extreme area. I'm different. I go in the standard setup. I play around with it, and I find, for instance, I do 1 or 2 laps. I'll feel if a car understeers in, then, or let's say if I turn and the car feels like it's leaning, then I would start stiffening the suspension and dropping it. And I say, all right, sharp. And also, if it's very bumpy, then you don't want a stiff suspension. You soften it slightly. So it all depends on how your car reacts and what your driving style is. Some people like oversteer, some guys like understeer. So Stain setup won't exactly work for you, to say, unless you drive like Stain. See, so it all depends on per person. You'll find even on Eddie Irvine's setup was different to Michael Schumacher's. They couldn't drive each other's cars, the type of thing. So it's, yeah. That's why, and he's good. He understands how your toe and your camber affects that, and I don't understand that, he's bloody good. I wish I had the time also just to sit for like 5 or 6 hours and do micro adjustments, but I don't get the time for that, It's like tonight, I went in, I used a random setup from... actually, a guy did a Audi TT setup for Kyoto Driving Park, and its surface is very similar, if you remember. And also, you ride the curbs very similarly as well. So I used that. I went in, I found that also I'm understeering going in, so I stiffened the front roll bar. I felt that the car was rolling to the side, so I dropped the suspension, stiffened both. I dropped the suspension and stiffened both. Kept the rake as is, let's say 12 points different, front and rear. And it worked. The only thing I adjusted then was my gearing ratio to get my top speed. And I also played around with the wing to stabilize myself through the midsection of the track. That's about it. So yeah, it's difficult I don't have a lot of time to practice. Back. What car are you driving, Jeremy? McLaren. Yeah, shit, and it's rear engine, so you're going to struggle around the curbs. It tries to slide out on the curbs, Alright, so what you need to do there is you're going to have to drive with a softer suspension with higher compression, if I'm right. But what you need to do also is don't floor it like, I think who spoke about it tonight. Don't floor it when you're on the curbs, like the Ferrari. Just keep the petrol slightly on the positive to maintain your speed. Because if you floor it, then this arse comes around. But it's difficult learning to, it's different driving style. Canada with McLaren MP44, that's cool. Monaco, Ferrari 2004, let's try that. That's one thing I would really like to have either on ACC or Gran Turismo is Monaco, lacquer truck that. Bloody awesome. Front or rear? I think your rear on front, you soften on the front so it just give you oversteer, eh? Okay. If that's what you want, then 100%. Okay. There's also your 3 phases, enter, mid and exit. Let me just check what handles where. I can show you the thing I found that I'm also using these days. It tells you like in the mid corner what to do, start corner what to do and things like that. I'll send it, but also post on the group for the guys on the Crazy 8s group. Let me do that. It helps me quite a bit sometimes, just a quick go-to if I forget. Let me share that with you guys. Crazy 8s. Don't read too much of the cuck. Just go to the 2 photos or the 2 pictures of the the Honda Civic. That's only 2 things I really look at. A quick go-to guide. There we go. Posting it now for you. Shot, but. Fuck, driving like an idiot. Restart.